Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our Club Shop Hangout tonight. My name is Rob Gearing, and Shop Gold Manager, and proud to be your presenter along with Rebecca Stamer, Bronze Manager with Club Shop Rewards. And we had a lot of folks who took us up on our invite. So I know from the Google Plus page, I saw a lot of yeses. I saw a good many maybes. So hopefully there's going to be a lot of hopefully a lot of you are out there taking advantage of learning about how to approach local merchants and what that local merchant opportunity looks like within Club Shop Rewards. I kind of look at the local merchant aspect of Club Shop Rewards as a separate side, additional way to make income. So when we talk about, there's a lot of different ways to earn. There's your shopping rebates. There's your compensation plan when you're a partner based on your line building that you're doing. But I think a lot of people forget about the local merchant opportunity, and again, unlimited earnings cap. These things don't get capped out. One thing about Club Shop Rewards is you can't look at it and say, well, I can only make so much. You can make as much as you put into it, but that's really the key. One of the key things that I've been thinking about that I wanted to mention to everybody who's going to be watching this is whatever happened to the thought that it takes work to earn an income. I think the problem with the internet is that's hard. I'm looking for an easy way to make money. I don't think it exists, honestly, folks. I think you really have to go out and put effort into it. This is an opportunity. This is no more, no less. All the resources are here. The opportunity, the infrastructure, the everything, the building blocks is there, but you've got to breathe your own, take it and run with it. You got to get over, I don't like to talk to people about things, and I don't like to sell, and I don't like to do this, and I don't like to do that. Well, you're here, you're probably listening to my voice because money online, you want to make, and maybe I shouldn't say money online, you want to make some extra money. You want to have your own online business or add to your online business. It takes internet advertising, it takes offline advertising, it takes offline connections and networking. Treat it like any other business. I think somehow we figure that this is different than business. This is business 101. We're just in charge. And what we're here to do, myself and Rebecca, is to help give you the skills and information and training, to make you successful with it. So again, welcome everybody. That's my introductory comments tonight. If you are listening to me and you're not a member of Club Shop Rewards, I encourage you to go back to the person who invited you. Go back to them and ask them for their link to join Club Shop Rewards. If it was me or you don't know who it was, you have no idea, you just kind of found it on the World Wide Web. My site, robgearing.com/clubshop, but that's only if it's me that invited you or you have no concept. First and foremost, go back to the person who told you about this, because a lot of different people share this information. If you want me to look into it or clarify who you should join under, you can Skype me at rob.gearing or send me an email at ghcamry@gmail.com. Okay, so let me get into some screen share with you here. We're going to talk about local merchants. Let me get set up here. Go over to and share my entire screen, and there we go. And then we're going to move over into my browser, and that's our familiar Partner Business Center. So in order to really run with this local marketing strategy, you have to be a partner. So if you are a shopper who really wants more, I encourage you to become an affiliate, trial partner, upgrade the partner. If you're an affiliate, you just move to trial partner and then upgrade the partner. And if you're a trial partner and listening, and you're like, I really want to run with some, I want to work this online and offline, you need to upgrade. It's really that simple. And then you'll have a back office that looks just like mine right here. So where I'm taking you tonight is over to, we're going to go over to training guide, or I'm sorry, let's start with, click on manual. And then from manual, you're going to click on training guide. And that's point number 1. And down below within training guide under marketing. It's local marketing. So when you click on that, you get a page that looks like this. Local marketing, your vehicle to establish a local business and global enterprise. And this is a huge link up when you to really say that I want to make it. I want to be, I want to make the $5,000 a month or more with my business. You got to embrace it. You got to believe in it. Your family has to be there with you. So you really have to get them on board. Your community, your friends. You can't be embarrassed. You want to feel like you just got a job with a Fortune 500 company. I'm with Club Shop Rewards. You got to look people in the eye. You got to be loud and proud about it. Carry yourself with confidence. And, that's really one of the first steps. We're not hiding this under a rock. We're not embarrassed or ashamed. Oh, we're one of those crazy Amway people. No, nothing could be further from the truth. There's nothing wrong with Amway, actually. People don't always really understand some of the quotes and references that they throw out there. Certainly nothing wrong with companies like Amway, Maluka, Sizzle. Club Shop Rewards has a different opportunity, but like those ones that I just mentioned, Club Shop Rewards has the offline opportunity. Our product and service is online shopping, but also offline rewards, offline shopping rebates, local merchants, and charities and affinity groups. So that's your product and your service. That's what you're representing, and we give you your own business to do just that you're in charge of, your organization that you build and work with. So it really starts with, if you look at the overview, income potential. Are you looking to establish and expand your business locally? If so, then look no further, because this local marketing course shows you how to create a large income, highlight that, large income, by signing up merchant businesses, not nonprofit organizations, and we'll talk about that, and people looking to save money on their everyday purchases. So, that kind of fits a lot of different things here. Once you have success with your own local area, you can then duplicate what you've done to other localities globally. So, in other words, what that means to me is I learn it. I have an organization, I have a team of people that I speak to and I work with online. I teach them and they go out and they run it, and they have their deal. Okay, so the more deals you have within your organization and your structure, the more money you're going to make, the better that you're going to do, because we all share in each other's piece of the action. If we haven't all noticed about how Club Shop Rewards is all interconnected, we're just scratching the surface as a team. We've come very far, but we have much more greatness to do. So the 4 steps to create a successful local marketing campaign look like this. Contact the most familiar and popular nonprofit organizations that your community is willing to support to become an affinity group. Okay, so you need to have some charities involved in this, and we'll talk about why in a moment. Okay, if permissible by law, solicit the affinity groups you sign up to sell cards as a fundraiser. If it is not permissible by law for a nonprofit organization in your country to sell cards, offer to provide them with a charitable donation for each card that gets sold in their community by you or by the merchants or partners you sponsor that will sell cards. So that's something you'd have to look into based on your country that you live in. Step 3 is contact merchants to accept a card to support the affinity groups you have signed up. Okay. And then step 4 is to get cards distributed and sold once you have gained at least 10 local merchants to accept a card. So that's a real key point here. You really can't go very far with this strategy unless you have at least 10 local merchants. And you may already have those 10 local merchants. The way to find out is to go to your partner business center, shopping and rewards, and wait for that to load. And then we're going to go to shop local, and you're going to try to locate on the map. So locate on map. Okay, and then you're putting in where you live. So where it says up here, where, I'm in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I've got 2 local merchants. So one of my goals is actually to get 8 more so that I can really begin a local marketing campaign here. So you can see your radius. Once you put in your city and state and country, then you can go 10 miles, 25 miles, 50 miles, 100 miles. You can see, I really think you want to stay within that 5 to 10 mile radius to make this local campaign relevant that we're going to talk about. But it's just interesting to see when you go out to the various mileage radiuses, who all is involved in it. And the idea behind getting merchants involved is they are going to be on the map. Okay, they can come into this for free. You talk about free advertising, and we'll talk about some other packages that they can buy that can make you money. But how easy would it be to go to Joe, the shoe guy, the shoe repair guy, and say, would you like to offer a discount in our community here and get listed in our internet directory? If I'm Joe and I say, how much is that going to cost me? Well, let's just try it out for free. Why would I say no to that? Okay. But the question that you're going to have to ask yourself is, do you have the courage and the belief and the motivation in your business to go out and actually execute that and have that conversation? And I can coach you through that conversation. I can help you, support you, but ultimately you have to go and have that conversation. And that's the difference between people who win in business and people who lose in business. You either are willing to do it or you're not. And if you're not willing to do it, then that's your 9-to-5 existence that you stick with. And there's nothing wrong with that. Very honorable. Not everybody's cut out to be an entrepreneur. Not everybody is cut out for that. But you have to kind of think about the rewards and the dreams and the goals that you have, and that could change your mind and make you really want to gain those skills and get that confidence and put that effort in to make something like this happen, which is extremely exciting if you really think about it. So if you have 10 or more merchants listed in your 5 to 10 mile radius, you're pretty good to go. You could start the affinity piece of this. Okay, so let me close that out and come back to our training material here. Okay, so let's look at immediate income. We're going to click on the immediate income tab. There are 2 ways to start earning immediate income once you've created a local market of club shop merchant businesses. So again, we got to get 10 businesses signed up here. Buying and selling cards. Personally buying Club Shop Rewards cards at wholesale, so you can actually buy them at wholesale yourself, have a stack of them. Or you pay points and selling these cards at retail. Okay, so you buy them low and you sell them high. Can make you a huge profit. Recommended sales price is $10. Example here, sell 6,000 cards personally and earn as much as $50,000 together from retail and pay point income. But if there's no local businesses to support the card, you can't do it. So, this is where you have the opportunity to go out and make something happen. Okay. It may have already been pre-built for you by a predecessor or a partner in your community, possibly not. I've seen some areas very heavy, and I've seen some areas that have opportunity, like quite frankly in my area, I have a lot of opportunity with this. So you can click this link here to view your wholesale card costs. I'm not going to click that, but just know that that's there. Selling merchant marketing packages. So we talked about signing up that local merchant. It's as easy as sending them an email. You can actually get email addresses for local merchants, and we'll talk about sending out some promotional material in your local community. And it's a link, and they fill it out and they sign up. They become merchants. Now, if you're already a trial partner, please don't try to convert your membership into a merchant. If you want to also be a merchant yourself, sign up under yourself as a separate merchant membership. We've learned that the hard way. Okay, you can come in as a merchant and then become a partner, but you really can't do it the opposite way. It seems like what happens, we learned, Rebecca will probably mention this in her piece. Somebody did that. They were a trial partner, had a line, and then they somehow went in and modified their membership and said, I want to change it, my existing one, to a merchant account, and they dropped, all their people were gone. The line's lost, it's gone, disappeared. So easy fix there. We learned the hard way on that one. We know now, well, that you get yourself a separate account. So you have your regular and you have your merchant account is, I think, the best way to go there. So selling merchant marketing packages. So it's easy, again, as getting the merchant to, we'll talk about where the link is located, how to get somebody to sign up. There's different packages. They can come in for free, but they get better advertising throughout Club Shop Rewards if they pay some advertising fee, and you're going to earn 50% from those packages. So example, sell 10 silver merchant marketing packages and earn 400 pay points. Okay, that's a lot. That could be the difference. And when your pay points go up, how we all look at our personal pay points, our group and our side and our team. Well, we do good with team, but a lot of times our opportunities are in our personal, in our group, or in our side. I can tell you right now, if I added 400 pay points to my side volume, I'd probably be a Ruby director right now. like getting 10 silver merchant upgrades. So, you know, there's a lot of opportunities here. We just got to look at it. We got to look at it. Okay. So again, click here to view the costs and benefits of each of your local merchant marketing packages. So educate yourself on that piece. What's the monthly income look like? Okay. How much money can you earn on a monthly basis by conducting a successful local marketing campaign? The potential earnings are unlimited, but a lot depends on how many cards you distribute and how many tracking merchants you sign up. So that's an option that the merchant can take. Just like the online mall has its tracking where I get my pay points, you could actually have the same thing with the local merchants where they're reporting in pay points, okay? Some will just give a straight up discount. Yeah, you know, hit 10% on the cash register, done with it. You want the tracking local merchant. That's what you seek, because you know, let's say that only 3,000 of the 10,000 cardholders make a purchase with the local tracking merchants you signed up. If each of these 3,000 cardholders average 3 purchases per month, that would equal 9,000 purchases per month. If the average purchase was $25, that would create $225,000 in total purchases per month. If the average merchant transaction fee was 10%, there would then be $22,500 in merchant transaction fees. As a sponsor of all these cardholder purchases, you would earn 20% of the merchant transaction fee in referral pay points. And as us partners know, we get paid in pay points. It converts out to a chart based on our personal, group, and team, and we get paid. Okay, so you know, that's pretty powerful when you look at the percentages there and the ability, you know, the amount of points that you can earn. In addition to earning commissions and pay points for the sale of cards and offline shopping by cardholders, there's also capability for some of these members to shop online, okay, it's a club shop mall, to provide you with additional income. And you can print this training page. There's a little print button right here. So I would really study this one in detail. So let's go through affinity groups. I've done, I think, I have a YouTube video that I devoted to the affinity. But let's just really focus on a simple fact that, again, first you want to get your 10 local merchants. Then you go to your charity. And there's a separate sign-up form for the charity that you would want to use. And you go to them and you say, I have these merchants that are in my network here. Here's cards that you can sell, okay? So they buy, the affinity group buys at, just like you can actually yourself sell cards, they handle it themselves. They go to the club shop. Once they're a member, they buy their cards wholesale and they sell them as a not-for-profit. I don't know what's the right words there, but they sell, but they're a not-for-profit. But you know, that's the idea behind the charity. They pay whatever the wholesale cost is. They have the ability to mark that up, and they're keeping the profits, and they're not for profit, so there's no taxes that they have to pay or anything like that. So great fundraiser, right? All the churches, all the different clubs and different organizations and band, you know, all the high school bands and things like that. Great opportunity there. So, but again, if the merchants aren't in place, you don't have anything. So this is something you have to go out and work at. This is not easy. I know my executive director, Scott, told me about this, and he says, this is not easy. If you want to go out and do this, this is something that you're really going to have to put effort into. But as my earlier comments indicate, that's what creating success in life is. I mean, I'm a little worried if we're sitting here saying that's too much work and we're not entrepreneurs. You know, tell that to Mark Cuban, one of the guys on Shark Tank, or the guy that the other guy there that you know, that did the clothing line. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. Or that Kevin guy, Mr. Personality, you know, whatever, he's running some kind of toy companies. They put in blood, sweat, and tears. Now they reap the benefits. There has to be a point of you put in tremendous effort to make something happen. So the key is getting the local merchants involved, getting a couple charities, and now you've got the base of operation. Once you've signed up one or more local affinity groups in the target area, then you can tell merchants, hey, you get more merchants involved because, hey, there's charities out here that are going to be selling these cards that are going to bring customers to you, okay? Consumers will have a greater incentive to purchase the card if they know a portion of the sale helps the not-for-profit, okay? Affinity groups are also a great source to refer local merchants for you to sign up. Let the merchants, so the charities can tell you, yeah, go see this one, this one, this one, this one. They always sell our hoagies and our candy bars and everything like that. This can be very helpful to you in launching the merchant sign-up phase of your campaign. So the merchants are attracted by the charities that are involved, and the charities are attracted by the merchants that are involved. So you can kind of play that both ways. You will be a list of affinity groups that you've signed up to help sign up merchants as supporting local affinity groups. Provide some merchants with an added incentive to participate, knowing that it's helping a good cause. And then it kind of goes on to some additional points. But affinity groups have a great potential to raise a large amount of money by purchasing, again, cards at wholesale prices and then selling them at retail. So 1,000 cards, a 1,000 cards sold or pre-sold, so they can actually do what's called a pre-sell on these cards, can raise as much as $7,800. And it mentioned pre-sell up in the top here. Now I don't see the pre-sale, but it's mentioned on this page here. So a great fundraising opportunity for these folks. And the final point here is we offer the cardholder a way to gain discounts and cash back when shopping online. We offer the only card that we know of at this time that offers cardholders both offline merchant discounts or cashback rewards, as well as online cashback rewards. Okay, so a lot of selling points. So you have the ability to be the entrepreneur to create your successful empire in your community. It's a fantastic opportunity for sure. The next point here is under merchants. Merchant overview. Before you start to contact merchants by email or appointment, set a goal for the number of merchants that you will make contact with. Focus on one area at a time, and especially visit merchants that you know are advertising. Most importantly, make sure that you have a strategy to have plenty of cards sold in the area by affinity groups, merchants, affiliates, and partners, or from personal sales upon signing up merchants. So a strategy in place. You want to have a strategy to have plenty of cards sold upon signing up merchants. So you want to be able to tell merchants, I've had some success with this, direct discount. So the direct discount is what we talked about. And this is where all your links and all your applications and everything, right? Your sample emails. If you've ever used, if you've never used, in fact, a group mail, I would recommend it. It's really a way for you. It's not an autoresponder. It's a direct mailing program. You have to be careful. It's a bulk mailer. You don't want to be accused of spam or anything like that. But you can literally go to your Chamber of Commerce, do Google searches, compile a list of local merchant email addresses, and it gives you the sample email with a link. Send this email letter. Here's a link right here. The list of merchants' email addresses you collected. Any merchant that replies back to your email and wants to participate should be signed up directly by using our simple and quick merchant application. So I believe you send them a soft email, not with a link, because that would be spam. And then they express interest, then your follow-up is, here you go, fill out this application. You must keep any merchant approved emails in order to use this merchant application. Send the same email letter once again after a few days go by after your first group mail email, and this should get you a few more merchants that will want to participate. So sometimes it takes a second email. So again, the letter and the merchant application are all on this training page right here under direct discount. We give you email sponsoring tips, so you're going to want to read those through. And again, you can print this training. So, pretty cool. Then the tracking, that's the big one. After your merchant signs up, hopefully they're within a 5 to 10 mile radius, you make an appointment with them and you go visit their storefront and shake their hand and thank them. And this is where there's a lot of tips and hints about how to dress, what to say, how to approach this very important contact point. Ultimately, you're really hoping that this merchant buys some stuff from you. In other words, what can they buy? Well, they can join for free, offer a straight up discount and be done with it. They can also sell cards themselves because they would maybe want to get that, to be able to, get a loyalty program running for themselves. That's kind of a form of a loyalty program for sure. They can sell this customer a card every time that customer comes in, they get that 10 or 15, 20% discount. They also can buy a better advertising campaign with Club Shop. So that was a previous, on our previous training page. Definitely take a look at those various merchant advertising packages. So like anything else, there's the free hook to get the conversation started, but your job is to sell. Because I think definitely a local merchant understands selling and understands that they have to pay for good things. So you don't have to worry about, oh, they just only do things that are for nothing. Not a local business who has invested hundreds of thousands, if not $1 million in what they're doing there. And there's a lot of different other things they could do. They could become a really good shopper, go into the online mall, and they could they could become a partner as well and want to build a selling organization. They would have all the different things going on in their club shop business. They would have the online capability. They have the offline. They have a brick and mortar. Now that's a very powerful omni-channel strategy. When that's the definition of omni-channel, is a brick and mortar that has online capabilities as well. Now we know that the online mall has suspended applications for different merchants. That's a whole other topic here, just so you know. But we're looking forward to that coming back. We're able to get folks that have an online website, that sells stuff, to be able to get placed into the mall. So they're retooling and retweaking some things. So that's why we're going to be focusing on the local marketing strategy for a while. But we'll keep an eye on our back office updates for when the online mall signups are going to become available again for online merchants. But anyway, I digress there a little bit. But read through income potential. So you have to know those key points and be able to hit the right buttons, with the right individual, because sometimes what maybe excites one person or one merchant, it could be a little different with another merchant. So you got to kind of get into their wheelhouse a little bit of something that they would really get behind and do well. They're going to do well themselves, but getting these merchants active and really engage with it, it's going to help you. That's going to help grow what you're trying to do here. That's what it's all about. The bigger and more active your total organization is, online and offline, the better that you're going to do. So read through those, actually 10 key points. The last one is setup procedures. You can print that out as well. And then the final part of this is tools. What are all the tools that you have? Affinity group sample email, printable affinity group application. This is everything we talked about now summarized under tools. It's a lot, but you owe it to yourself, if you're interested in this strategy, to go through this training with a fine-tooth comb and then go out and execute it. If you need help, you have questions, certainly, let me know. Let your executive upline know. Ours is Scott Cunningham, executive director. And we can definitely, if we don't have the answer, we can certainly partner you up with somebody who has the answer or has really had tremendous success with this. So that's it. I know it was long. I'm sorry, Rebecca. You're probably like, geez, Liz, when are you gonna finish this? But I wanted to go through all these pages here for now. So I'm gonna come back to the Hangout here. Hopefully everybody's still awake here and everything. And I'm going to stop the screen share, put my microphone on mute. Rebecca has to say about the potential of the local merchant strategy here at Club Shop Rewards, Team RobsNetworkers. Rebecca, are you there?
There we go. Sorry about that, Rob. I couldn't hear you, and so I was trying to figure out where you were at this point. Your presentation has been fantastic. But I do want to touch back on a couple things that you said, because they are things that are so important. And that is, if they're not a partner today, they need to worry about getting to that step first. This is something that comes after. It's kind of like the icing on the cake with Club Shop. There are so many aspects of Club Shop where you can earn and where we work together as a team. And the merchant program with the affinity groups and everything like that, that is the icing. That is your bread and butter that you're going to have off to the side. And that's going to be a lot of work. So they need to concentrate on learning the business, then work on this nice little scenario here. There are many countries out there that have very few local merchants. So they've got their work cut out for them right up front. So they need to build their business so that the business starts thriving while they are doing all this work. I think that's important for them to understand. And yes, you have to do it the right way. We had our first merchant, if you remember right, Irene and her husband, I forgot his name, I apologize, who was our first merchant on our team. They did it the proper way. Irene came in as the trial partner, and when they wanted to add the merchant, they signed it up under her husband's name. That worked perfectly. It created no problems. We had our teams. Everybody was happy. It was when we got the second merchant that went from the trial partner and into the merchant program before becoming a partner that created the whole nightmare. You say it's an easy fix? It's an easy fix if we just do it right up front. To this day, my line is still not fixed there. I can find them, but nobody else can find them. So it's just something everybody wants to keep in mind, that this is a learning process all the way through for every aspect. But that's what makes Club Shop so absolutely wonderful, is we do online, we do offline. It just makes the perfect package. Back to you, Rob.
Okay, well, thanks, Rebecca. Okay, so I know we have some viewers here, so if you can hear the sound of my voice, and you're on the Google Plus side, you should see a little square box. It's like a Rubik's Cube. Click that. You'll see a case and Q&A. You hit Q&A and tell us that you're here. Once you tell us that you're here, you can also let us know any questions or comments that you have. Tell us what you think of the presentation, anything that I need to backtrack on, anything that should be expanded upon, because I see we have a good many viewers tonight. I didn't ask for a check-in earlier, but I'm asking for a check-in now. If you're watching on YouTube, there should be a banner that says "Join the conversation." A lot of folks do Hangouts without the I can't talk now. A lot of folks do Hangouts without the interactive piece. We still, want to maintain that, but we need your help. Otherwise, maybe it's just not. I like to do things that are of value that people want that people don't want. There's no sense, pushing it too much. So please use your Q&A. Let us know that you're here. Then comment what you thought of the presentation, and any questions, please. So who's out there? Your name, where you're from, did you like it? Any other comments, questions? And I'll give it a little time. I really didn't have too much more. I really wanted to, go strong with that. Well, thanks, Janet and Dawn. So Dawn says great stuff. Well, that's appreciated, Dawn. Thank you for that. And then Janet, great presentation. I learned a lot about the merchant side. Very powerful. That's and the fun thing is that's all in that merchant training. So I basically was a reader tonight. I just was kind of reading from the Club Shop training area there for merchants. So it's all out there. It can be printed. There's a lot of links. There's a lot there. So if you really like it and you think it's something that you can do in your community, then really it's like anything else. It's like online education. You want to, and then make it happen. Studying's all well and good, but taking it to the next level means you're going to go out and sign up that first local merchant. Then you're going to go, wow, that felt really good. I could do that. Okay. You're not going to get 10 in one day, right? But you're going to get that first one. You're going to get better and better. And then you're going to say, I'm pretty confident. Now I'm going to go out and get another one. Lo and behold, you got 10. Actually willing to do the tracking. They have to pay for that. Now that's where you're going to, when you look at your packages that you're offering to the merchants, they got to pay for that tracking. Trust me, that's not for free. But that links them in with Club Shop at a pretty, and offers pay points. And I think that's maybe the kicker. If I'm going to, really reinforce a point, is that, we all understand, I think most of us understand the pay points and the fact that because when we go out and we shop, we shop at the mall, the online Club Shop mall, we go to Best, Janet recently bought TurboTax, then you get your Club Cash and you get your pay points. But what if you went down to, Ed's Ice Cream, and I like ice cream, so I'm always quoting ice cream. You go to Ed's Ice Cream Shop and, you earn pay points, from that you made down there. As a Club Shop, rewards member, because Ed does tracking, and your number is coded into that card. And we talked about the fact, of the transactional fees and getting a cut of that. It's a lot of stuff to absorb. I know it was a big training tonight, but that pay points I think really is exciting to understand the fact that kind of relates to our online. So I think a lot of people really truly didn't understand the local side. And the reason I keep coming back to the well is that it's powerful. So thank you, Elisha. Elisha says, nice presentation. So thank you, Elisha. Thank you again, Dawn and Janet, for your kind words and comments. Anybody else have anything they'd like to add? And you can actually call out Rebecca. For Rebecca, you like some of the things that she said, certainly you can say, Rebecca, I want you back up here to answer this one. That's fine. So back in, want to give us a comment or question? Let me see if Rebecca has anything else. You may have thought of something. Turn it back over to her, see what she's got to add.
I really can't think of much to add, Rob. I mean, it's such an important part of the business that is also probably the scariest part. But again, we're all stepping outside of our comfort zones to grow. And this is just one aspect to grow with. And it can be very exciting as we learn new things. So I think that's important to remember.
Very good point. And you hit one of my favorite lines. I say it all the time about step into your discomfort zone. Oops. And I got one of my web pages going off here. Let me quiet that. Yeah, so stepping into your discomfort zone, that's really huge. So it's like, if you think about it, if somebody says, go out and do such and such, if it's a business thing, it can make you money. And you get that little queasy feeling that makes you say, ooh, I don't know if I can do that, or that little, whatever you want to call that. That's the discomfort zone. That's the self-doubt. That's all that. So what you say is, you know what, that makes me want to do it even more. In life, it is about you versus you. It's not always the world out to get us. It's you against you, 9 times out of 10. So you push through that, and then you say to whatever that little voice inside of you that bugs you, you go buzz off, because look what I just did. And that's how you develop self-confidence. So that's really an excellent point. So again, if anybody would like to add any comments, just let us know if you're here, just to say, hey, I really enjoyed it. I here at the presentation. Just click that little Rubik's Cube looking square and choose Q&A, and let us know you're here. Comment, question. Certainly you can call her back out, like I said, for a curtain call. I did put her follow-up page. So if you go to showcase links, your follow-up, that is tremendous piece of work. And she's really been, because everybody's been so gracious and loves it, the public is demanding more. She's working hard at more training pages and making some tweaks and edits and different things. So it would really behoove you to look at Rebecca's training and absorb it yourself and pass it on to maybe some of your struggling team members, because she really spells out how to do the follow-up, the follow-up that sometimes really confuses people or overwhelms them or whatnot, breaks it down. You really should be, this stuff really shouldn't be taking all that much time. When you come in and let's say you're a morning person and you go and look at your partner group report, you see how your lines look. You're looking at your organization, may need to do some transfers. If you're a coach, you're higher level. Then you go to your activity report. You look at all your different levels, whether it be personal, PRPs, coach, people that you coach, your group, overall organization. And that document tells you what to do, basically. And I think I usually spend 30 to 45 minutes a day. Everything else I do then is advertising and follow-up. Well, I guess that's the form of follow-up. But everything else that I'm doing then is advertising and just general support, I guess maybe is a better way to look at it. So this isn't a 24/7 deal. It's a focus and a daily discipline. If you check your activity report every day, you'll be able to shore up some opportunities within your opportunities for yourself to pursue, and just see what your people out there are doing, from members, shoppers, all the way to partners. Cool. So I don't see any more questions or comments. I'm going to finish up with recognition then. I'm going to go to my team blog, which is what's that? That's what I was trying to do when you heard my one of my videos go off. Here we go. So trafficleadstaincome.com/blog/club shop rewards. That's the team blog. So I updated the first of the month. I'm going to start doing the 15th and first and the 15th of every month, so we kind of get up to date a little bit better. But congratulations to Janet is a Ruby director. Rebecca Stamer is a bronze manager. Team captains Ricardo Weatherly and Georgia Jenkins. Team leaders Teresa Siebert, Jennifer Davis, Doug Ravish, Derek Barrington, Maria Moore, Beverly Davenport, and Baruch Lebowitz. We have 39 other, at that point, we've had more come in, but at that point on January 1st, we had 39 other team players and active partners. If I called you out as a team leader or above, you are very close to really breaking through with Club Shop Rewards. But it's really that guiding. So at this point, if you're a team leader or above, you've got partners underneath you. Okay, it's really the way to take off with this is to get them to be good. So there you don't have to do a lot. Honestly, boy, did I just say that? No, it's the truth though. Honestly, I think we can all kind of understand, if you have 10 lines with 10 bronze managers or above in each line, you're giving a lot of high fives and pats on the back is what you're doing. And you deserve it. If you get to the level where you've created that, you darn deserve that. And you're making nice money, and you're working less because you've got other handling a lot of business, and they're heading to that same milestone. So it's all good. It's all good. It's a great opportunity that we have here. So I appreciate everybody's time. Thanks for all you do out there in the field, and it's soon to be in all the local fields out there. Thank you, Ricardo, as we just called out, doing an excellent job out there on in Janet Legier's team captain. He's been a bronze manager, so he knows how to get there. He's heading back and beyond, and he's a good fella. So thank you, Ricardo, for your kind words as well. Alrighty, so this will be on YouTube very shortly. So hopefully it'll be a good thing for many people for the days and weeks and months and years ahead. And we will. We're shooting for. I'm going to say hopefully we'll get back to the morning time slot, the 11. What time do we do it usually? I think it's 11:30. Yeah, 11:30 a.m. Eastern time on Thursday. So if it's not going to be that for next week, then I will let you know via all our different communication channels. Here's to a massive, successful remainder of the week in the month of January. And just go out there and be the great people that you are. Have a good rest of your evening. Thank you.